All right. Well, um, switching gears here. Just a follow up from last week, and I guess we can go off and transition into some of the stuff that happened today. But again, more rumors about Xbox show that it's I guess not necessarily rumors this time, but Satya Nadella was out there saying about talking about Xbox
Mm,
and how they're planning to spread the love, kinda, right? So after all is said and done, here's what I think it's going to happen, right? Because we got the rumors that were going third party. Now what what Microsoft's saying on their end. Um, it seems to me that they're not going they're going to be in a PC basically, and they're gonna have a Game Pass. Their games are gonna be available on other platforms, but they're still going to have a dedicated ecosystem console for the people that want to keep using it. Like I don't
yeah.
think Xbox is going away. Um, they're moving away from physical media. That 100%. Like there's no question about that. So they're definitely moving away from physical media, but I think Xbox is still going to be a thing. You're just still able to purchase an Xbox, but it's all going to be digital. It's all going to be Game Pass, and then some, if not all, of their games may be available on other platforms. Based on what they're saying, like it's not clear
Yeah.
that they're 100% going third party, and also keeping their console. Like there's no clarity on what the plan is. I'm just telling you what I think it is. Is like you're still
Hmm.
gonna have an Xbox. It is going to be all digital from now on. They're probably starting this year, and and some of those games, like some of the games that the money games, like the Bethesda games, like it wouldn't surprise me that next year we get Starfield on PS5. Like that wouldn't surprise me. Like even like either next year or even the end of this year. Who knows, right? Like so, I think that's where we're at with Xbox, but it's very interesting what's happening. Fanboys are having a panic attack out there. I think you guys are gonna be fine. You can still buy your Xbox and and do your Xbox Live parties and enjoy the Microsoft features and all that. I think you guys are gonna be fine. PC people don't care. And if you own a PS5 or a Switch, then you'll see some of these titles come to your device. So, uh, yeah, I mean, other than that, man, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like the same as you. We have to just now speculate because it was not that clear. So leaving it to my personal interpretation and opinions, I think it's a phased approach. Clearly, the direction that they're saying is the future of Xbox is going to be heading as close as they can to third party, if not completely. I don't like clearly in the immediate term, you're gonna still have like you're saying your Xbox games, your Xbox system, but long term, as they're making and they're working with other developers and they're working with these intellectual properties, there's gonna be kind of that mandate of hey, it needs to be multi-platform and not be at launch just for us the way we've done it before,
Right.
even though that's been already lacking. So I hate to say it, this doesn't move the needle that much. It's just more of a fascination because to me, it's kind of like they're waving the white flag on the Xbox brand as a whole. Like, what is the Xbox brand now? What is Xbox definitively today? Not what it's been before. What makes it more special? Like, you look at all these other consoles, and we can point to specific whether it's features, functionality, games, styles, etc. But I'm not really sure what this is now. I think we'll get more clarification, hopefully, as the future comes in. Maybe Maybe, when they have their next major showcase that's, obviously E3 ain't happening. So
Right.
maybe when they
Summer.
have their big thing in the summer will be when we get more of a definition.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. Because those leaks with for the Xbox Series X,
Yeah.
all digital device that kind of resembled one of the old Mac Pros. So there's that, and that's gonna happen, right? And my question is, excuse me, after the shift, after that comes out, are they going to not make the old Xbox with the disc anymore, and they're going to just go all digital from that moment
Yeah.
on? Like Best Buy has been removing games. Well, I just saw today that Walmart's been removing games from their Xbox cases. So, again, retailers know that something's gonna happen. Like we talked about it last week. They know. So if you follow the trail, you will find that that's what they're prepping. It's like, man, what's gonna happen to GameStop? Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna, yeah, like
This is the thing. They all kind of worked in tandem. It was like GameStop holding hands with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and the Kumbaya circle is starting to slowly
right, right.
shift.
I think GameStop, man, it's tough because now you're not gonna,
They need to turn into like a Best Buy. They need to change their
well,
business model a little bit.
that's the man, it's tough. I mean, what are you gonna do with it, right? There was an
Start selling TVs.
dude. I saw an article that some store in the UK is gonna stop buying used games, they're gonna stop taking in trade-ins. So
Mm,
it's starting because
yeah.
they're gonna probably start not stop taking trade-ins. It's like, what are we gonna do with all this inventory, right? So how do you take GameStop? How do you transition GameStop into something else? I mean, do you make GameStop a retro shop? Retro's hot right now, and do you? That's what I would do with GameStop, man. I would do a retro game shop slash anime place. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
At this
And
point, and you gotta make that move. And I know and then they've been making the soft pivot into more like gears and toys and all that and Funkos
mhm.
and whatnot. But now more than ever, I think that's gonna be the case. Or they may just go away. Who knows, right? We'll see them inside a Target, GameStop inside Target, like Toys R Us inside Macy's. Um,
Jeez. And we'll be the old guys saying, "Remember the
remember,
GameStop days?"
remember EB Games? That's
EV
that
games,
those were the
yeah.
days. Yeah, EB Games was awesome.
It
Yeah,
was.
GameStop ruining it.
I know.
GameStop ruined EB Games, man. It was what a disaster.
What a time.
Yeah,
What a time. I remember.
yeah, man. Um, but yeah, it's crazy, right? I don't think that this is going to necessarily affect uh like big box retailers too much. Like at least like Walmart, Target. I don't think they're going to be affected too much if they don't sell
Yeah.
the physical games because I don't retailers don't make a lot on the games. Um, they're still probably going to sell the consoles. They're going to sell accessories, right, for the consoles, but they're probably not going to be selling too many games anymore. Um, like Best Buy is getting rid of everything physical. Like they're getting rid of Blu-rays. They're getting rid of games. They're going to just sell the consoles and accessories. They're not going to sell games anymore. If you want to buy a game, you've got to buy it through the site. So it's so the shift is happening, right? Whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
it is happening. And I do foresee like now more than ever that this console generation is going to be the last one with physical media. I think that going forward, like next consoles, straight up are not going to have a disc drive.
Incredible.
And
Incredible.
I can see PlayStation give you the option of getting a disk drive like they did now
Hmm.
with the new PS5, which is totally testing the waters to see how
Oh
it
yeah.
goes. So I can totally see that. But like I told you already, like if it's not like a special edition or collector's edition, I'm probably just gonna buy the digital from now on. Like
Wow.
it's just I got space back there to do anything.
You
Switch
want to
game,
get another rack?
so Switch games. See the thing with because Nintendo's like account and online stuff is so bad that like you have to buy the physical version of the game because it's like that's the only way that you can play the same game on two separate devices on two separate profiles.
Mm,
So because if you buy the game digital, you can only play on the one profile. So
mm.
it's
Okay.
it's really bad. So like on my main Switch, um, like if I'm playing like over the holidays, we bought a the one of the My Hero Academia games
Hmm.
was on sale on Switch for like $9, and we got it. It's like my daughter, so I was like, oh, let's go buy it. I was like, yeah, it's $9, whatever. So if she wants to play on her Switch Lite, she has to use my profile. So what I
Ah.
because she can't, it won't validate
Mm.
the license if she tries to use hers. But then if I want to play on this on the regular Switch, I will be writing over her profile on the Switch Lite.
Oh, so undoes her, yeah,
Right.
her where she's at.
So because this is my main Switch,
They want you to buy multiple versions.
well, the thing is that because this is my main Switch, I can create a set. I used my number two profile, and I can play it here because that's my main console. But if it's not your main console, you cannot use it. Like unlike
Wow.
PlayStation, where you buy the you can do whatever the heck you want with because it's your account, right? So it's as long as your parent account has the licensing for it. Like I could potentially buy like my parents a PS5 and install like PS Plus games on their device with
Sheesh.
my like I can make a profile for them and install like hundreds of games that I have collected through the
Wow.
years from PS Plus. So and they don't care because it's your parent account that's still like taking
Yeah.
over. But Nintendo they still gotta figure that out. Like they're saying that they're making some changes for the new console, and I'm hoping that it's that's the case and they do fix this system. But yeah, well, let's see what happens with that. I mean, that's we'll find out soon enough. There's rumors that it's something's gonna get announced soon, so we'll see. But just going back to Xbox, they had their developer direct today, and they showed the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. This game was in the works for a while, so Machine Games is making the game. It's a first person, not a first person shooter, first person adventure game, right? And it looks good.
Although he's got a gun. Indy has a gun.
Yeah, but
Not the
it's not
same,
necessarily a
but
shooter. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
I wouldn't call. Yeah, Bioshock is a first person shooter, but um,
It's
oh yeah,
kind of
it's
between
kind of yeah.
because
So,
you're gonna have plenty of shoot 'em
but shooting's
style.
not gonna be like your main thing, right? You get
Not
your
at all.
whip and you got more
Your
stuff, and
puzzles and
right,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, from what they showed, it looks good. Looks good. So good job, Xbox. You got a game that actually looks good. I guess we'll wait and see when the game comes out. But yeah, no, it looks like it's actually good. So we'll see. But what do you think of the demo that they showed?
Yeah, I thought it looks really great, like step in the right direction. So kudos to Microsoft. Just when they announce or basically confirming the third party stuff is when something like this comes forth. It's like, where was this like the last, 6 years? You guys need to pull stuff like this. Cause look, for a long time, people have compared Uncharted to the Indiana Jones franchise.
Right.
And people have asked the question, it wouldn't be the same, but still, like we'd like to have like an indie game. and nothing has come of it. And finally, someone was able to get this kind of deal struck that they could use this intellectual property and develop something that is very cinematic in appearance, has still like the nice heart of what we've seen before with Indiana Jones, and just looks fun. And I think that's what they needed for this. At the same extent, Obed, I think it's a little bit too much too late. Of like Spider-Man is the hot thing. You
Mm,
put out a Spider-Man game and you make it good, of course it's gonna sell bonkers, word of mouth.
right.
Little Billy to Uncle Tom is gonna buy this and play it, right?
Right.
But like with Indiana Jones, little Billy, he probably doesn't care about Indiana Jones. The Dial of Destiny wasn't on his list of movies that he needed to watch this last year. So, and also I hate to say it, that title, not a good title. I mean, come on, guys. The Great Circle, Indiana Jones and the Great
Yeah.
Circle. You
Yeah.
couldn't have gotten anything else out of this.
I can. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
the not to make or break, not saying that it suddenly is bad
It's kind.
because of it, but I gotta call like it is.
Yeah. It is. It is kind of silly. Yeah.
It's
It should have been
yeah,
called like the Circle of Doom or something like something. Oh, yeah, yeah,
exactly. No, no,
yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
The
Something
Great
something
Circle.
that goes with that.
The
Yes,
Great Circle sounds like a gas station, like
it's
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle K. You know. So it's yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. You
So
know
yeah,
what?
that
You're right. You're right. You're right.
like I remember just seeing it show. I was like the Great Circle. I was like, well, okay.
Did they confirm that Troy?
I know a little bit about marketing, Obed. I don't think that was it.
Right. They
Um,
did confirm that Troy
yeah,
Baker is playing Indy, and he sounds
yeah.
just like Harrison Ford. Like
He
Troy
really
Baker
did.
again.
Troy Baker's
Like
incredible.
insane, man. It's like
Crazy man. I've seen him in person now. Crazy man, but talented.
yeah, yeah. Like oh, like he's really um it really is top notch. Like he's played everyone. Like even his Joker in Arkham
Oh
Origins
yeah,
is great.
so
Like
good.
so, and then you get Joel, and then you get Booker from Bioshock Infinite, and it's all these characters that he's played through the years. Kanji from Persona 4, and it's insane, man. It's like
Yeah,
um, he's got the range for sure.
for sure,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
but yeah, it looks good. It looks good. They just showed an overview. So I and I feel bad saying this, Joe, because I know that this game, at least the first game, is special to many people, but I don't think Hellblade 2 um I don't think Hellblade 2 is gonna be good. They haven't showed any gameplay. The game comes out in May. It's a $50 digital only game.
Yeah.
Um
Mm.
but I just don't think it looks good. They haven't showed anything. They showed a little bit of gameplay today, but they haven't like where's the gameplay demo? So I'm really concerned for this game.
Yeah.
Like I think Ninja Theory, they're very very talented. That first game was an unexpected hit. For all its flaws when it comes to writing, the that Devil May Cry reboot game they did was not a bad game.
Yeah.
Awful story, right? But the game itself, like the gameplay, was not bad. Too easy though. But I don't know. Like I don't like I thought this was gonna be like a big like Xbox finally getting a big thing going on. It's like other than like graphics, I don't think this game is gonna be good. And it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. I don't wanna sound like a hater. It's just that there's something about this game was revealed like 3 4 years ago, whatever. Um, this game was revealed when the Series X was announced,
Mm.
and is now coming out in 5 months, and I haven't seen any gameplay. So it's concerning. It's concerning for sure. So we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see.
And then the only other thing of note was that Obsidian gave a deep dive on Avowed, which is their um, I guess their own personal take on the first person RPG Skyrim kind of thing, and looks good. Looks good. Looks like a really good like fantasy action RPG first person action RPG. It looks quite good. Obsidian friggin' underrated developers. So this was a big get for Microsoft. I think out of all the studios, just putting aside the money, right? Just putting aside Activision because that's their cash cow.
Right.
I think out of all those studios, this was the one that was the get for them because
Mm.
this is a studio that low key is one of the best studios out there. So good get for them. I'm hoping that this game is good. So yeah, and that was pretty much it, man. They didn't really show much else of note, but I'm hoping that they have a good year. At least releasing games. I don't know if it's gonna be good year in sales wise. I think their sales are gonna be stagnant throughout the entire year. But I do hope that they can finally get some of these games out
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah. It's a good step in the right direction, like you're saying. They gotta turn the engine on and start running. They can't be jogging here, but what we are seeing is promising.
yeah, like we can finally see some of the the stuff that they promised when they started purchasing all these studios. They're now coming out. With the first one was Starfield, and then uh, you know Hellblade, and then and Avowed, and all this stuff. So yeah, and again the indie game looks particularly good, and I hope that game's good. So uh, if am I gonna play it? If it's real good, like legit 10 out of 10, I'll get it on PC.
Oh yeah.
I'll play it on the PC. So, um, yeah, we'll see